everyone, it's Budget Bunny here, and today it is cleaning day. So on Mondays and Fridays I clean the guinea pig cage as well as spot cleaning 2 to 3 times a day, and I thought since I hadn't done a cage cleaning video in forever that I would share with you guys me cleaning the guinea pig cage. So I thought first, before I start, that I would just show you what I use. It's pretty basic, but basically I just use a vinegar water solution. This is just something you make at home, like you buy white vinegar and mix it with water. I usually do about half and half. The water bottle just came from the dollar store, but you could use one that you've emptied already. Just make sure there were no harsh or dangerous chemicals previously in that bottle. Of course, then I'm going to need a paper towel just to wipe everything up once I've sprayed it down. Got my handy dandy water bottle brush. This is great to get inside because it does get kind of scuzzy inside the water bottles. I do occasionally put them through the dishwasher as well, but I'm not doing that today. I'll just be scrubbing them out. And of course, fleece cozies and liners and hides and bottle pads and all that kind of stuff. So my babies are on fleece unless we're going away. That's the only time I put them on bedding. But I make all of my own liners. I actually sell them through my shop, the Budget Bunny shop, which you can find on Facebook. So today we need to do a full cage clean. So we'll be swapping out the old liners and cozies for new stuff. So the other two items that I use when I'm cleaning cages are the shop vac. I could not live without this shop vac. It has made spot cleaning a dream, and it's so easy to clean out the cages with this. I get a lot of questions about where I got my shop vac. This is the full size, like heavy duty shop vacs, and we just picked it up from Canadian Tire. I've had this one for years now, and it's really held out and totally worth the investment. I think it was around $150, but again, has made my life so much easier. And the other thing that I highly recommend are these plastic laundry bins. These laundry bins actually came from Walmart, but I know a lot of places sell the plastic laundry totes. I love these ones because they're flexible and they stack within one another. They're also solid plastic, so I know that nothing's going to fall out when I'm making the trek from the pet room to outdoors to shake out the fleece. Because they're plastic, they can't really absorb any odor, and they're easy to just give a rinse out and clean when needed. And they stack within one another so they don't take up too much space. Okay, so this is our DIY guinea pig cage. It is equivalent to a 2x5 CNC cage, and then it has a 1.5 by 3 grid upper kitchen area. I really like having a loft because it kind of keeps all the mess of food and water and hay up top so that they can just have a living space down below. If you aren't familiar with my piggies, I have a trio. So Carmela is our orange and black piggy. She's on the top there. Our little ginger pig down below is Juliet. And this little cutie here is Senior Sam. So the first thing I start doing is removing all of the cozy items, and you'll see here that I'm just turning everything inside out and giving them a good shake. That's just to make sure any poop, extra hair and hay, stuff like that isn't stuck in them. And then I actually clean the kitchen area first so that I can give them fresh food, change their water bottles, get everything all nice and clean up there. And then I'll shoo them up there so that I can clean the bottom area. And then that way they can have a snack and keep busy while I'm tidying the rest of their cage. So now that I've cleared out the loft, I've just sprayed it down with the water vinegar solution, and I'm just gonna let that sit there for a few minutes while I change and clean out the water bottles. So like I mentioned before, I'm just gonna give the water bottles a good rinse, and then I'm also gonna use the water bottle brush to just scrub out the inside of them really well. And I've also taken the dishes out of their cage because they're looking pretty yucky. And I'm just gonna fill them up with a little bit of dish soap and warm water and let them sit for a few minutes before I scrub them out. So now that the water bottles are clean, I'm just gonna put them back in the cage. And by now my disinfectant has been sitting long enough that I feel I can wipe everything down and get it all cleaned up. And then next I'm just going to remove the hay bag and fill it up with fresh hay for them. And now that the water and hay has been filled, I'm just going to put a liner up here and then shoo everyone up top so that I can clean the bottom of the cage out. So now that Juliet, Sam, and Carmilla are up top, I'm just going to remove the leggings that I have on the ramp. And I'm also going to give both the liners down here a really good shake before I vacuum everything up and spray my water vinegar solution on here to disinfect the area. So I'm just gonna let the main part of the cage kind of sit for a minute with the disinfectant on it. And since I've got the hay bag stuffed full of hay, I'm just gonna reattach it into the loft area of the cage. And now I'm just going to use some paper towel to thoroughly wipe down the main part of the cage. And put my new liners in, as well as cozies, potty pads, and anything else I feel they need for the living area of their cage. So now that the cage is nice and clean for the piggies, the very last step is just to take this laundry outside and give it a good shake before I throw it in the wash. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how I clean our DIY guinea pig cage with our guinea pig trio. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll tune in to the next video. Bye!